So Nike finally released their trailer for Caitlyn Clark's sneaker. They find
Finally, after months of Nike stumbling around with their biggest star in the making, they actually got it right. Caitlyn Clark just dropped the commercial the world has been waiting for, and it's pure fire. And you already know what that means. The haters are in shambles, the tears flowing, the keyboards melting, the salt levels off the charts, dead C numbers.
Heard already, I'm pretty sure you have. Nike has released a new Caitlyn Clark commercial, and they made it their business to show love and show out for none other than CC. Now, we know fans has definitely been in odds with the company ever since signing Caitlyn Clark. A lot of people feel as if they put Caitlyn Clark on the back burner. I don't know, man. I'm a Nike fan. I know a lot of people gonna disagree with me on this, but I think Nike was strategic with their Caitlyn Clark growth. People could be mad about it or feel whatever way they feel about it, but one thing I can tell you is that I feel as if they were strategic.
Like, just dropped the Kobe-inspired commercial for Caitlyn Clark's new sneakers, and it feels like the brand finally woke up, finally remembered why they signed the most magnetic player in basketball, the woman who single-handedly dragged women's hoops into prime time, the one who sells out arenas like she's handing out free stacks of cash, and now she's got an ad that actually matches her energy. And the critics, oh, they're big mad.
Caitlyn Clark and Nike are officially dropping Caitlyn Clark's Indiana Fever player-exclusive Kobe 5s in just a couple weeks. So this shoe was first seen being worn by Caitlyn and was thought to be a colorway made just for her up until just a couple days ago, where Nike's official images of the shoes got leaked and the announcement was made saying that everyone will now have a chance to wear it.
Be real, what Nike just unleashed isn't just a commercial, it's a declaration of dominance. When Caitlyn sits down, laces up those Kobe 5 South, and her eyes shift into those cold, snake-like slit-spear Mamba mentality, it's not just a nod to Kobe. It's Nike telling the world exactly who runs this league now. The visuals, the lighting, the cinematography, everything screams premium. This isn't the hand-me-down treatment women's basketball has gotten for decades. This is superstar treatment.
we got something for Caitlyn. We got Mamba Caitlyn. We got Mamba Caitlyn. Where is the Mamba Caitlyn? There we go. We have the Mamba logo. We have Caitlyn on demon time right now. But yeah, it's good to note that they finally announced it as Caitlyn's, as a Caitlyn logo. Or sorry, as a
boat. Of course, here come the usual suspects crawling out of their caves to complain. Why is she getting all this attention? What about the other players? She's only in her second year. This is too much. It's the same tired chorus that's been whining since Caitlyn Clark first touched a professional court. What they refuse to admit is what's right in front of them. Caitlyn Clark isn't just another player. She's the face of women's basketball. And Nike finally had the guts to market her like it.
Now, people felt the type of way, you know, about Caitlyn Clark getting these PE shoes. A lot of people felt as if she should have her own signature shoe, which she should. She very should. But guys, no one has. I don't think there's any player that got a Kobe PE, bro. Like, do y'all know who Kobe was in the basketball world, bro? I'm just saying, like, Kobe didn't allow even his family. I'm pretty sure it's not just going to give his signature shoe to just anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, other NBA players ain't even.
Know what? The best part is, those shoes didn't just sell. They exploded. Gone in 5 minutes flat. People were camping on the Nike SNKRS app like it was a Travis Scott drop. The $190 retail price vanished before you could even hit refresh. Within 2 hours, pairs were already flipping on eBay for $375. By the end of the day, StockX had them averaging $365, with some climbing as high as $800. That's not manufactured hype, that's the Caitlyn Clark effect in real time.
These things is some fire. I'm telling you, where there's smoke, there is fire, and these things is hitting so hard. And who got a bot? Who a shoe plug? Because I need 2 pairs. I need one for the sneaker wall, and I need one for my feet, because these things is hitting right here, and no, I don't want to pay $600 on.
If you're enjoying this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Meanwhile, the critics, they're seething because Nike finally admitted what the numbers have been screaming for over a year. Caitlyn Clark isn't just popular seas. a ratings juggernaut. She helped drive WNBA viewership to its highest level in 24 years, with the league averaging 657,000 viewers per game. And here's the kicker: 19 of the 22 games that broke 1 million viewers. They featured Caitlyn's Indiana Fever. She didn't just move the needle, she ripped it off the gauge and launched it into orbit. But here's the elephant in the room, the one fueling all this outrage. For months, Nike caught heat for dragging their feet on Caitlyn while they went oolin on AJ Wilson's signature shoe.
So it's finally here. Caitlyn Clark sneakers from Nike is finally dropping. She was signed to them last year, and the sneakers is a year late in my opinion, but nonetheless I'm excited because these sneakers is finally coming out. But what does annoy me a little bit is that this is a collaboration with Kobe. Now, Kobe, respect to Kobe, the legend, rest in peace, great basketball player. But in my opinion, Caitlyn Clark is a big enough star and she's creating her own legacy. So I feel like, at least for her first sneaker, it shouldn't be a collaboration with any other player, dead or alive, in my opinion. I feel like Caitlyn should have, for her first shoe, had her own original design just for her. No collab.
Death, Aja versus Caitlyn discourse, it got toxic fast. People tried to make it about everything except what it really was: business. Nike was getting torched, even by their own former employees. Jordan Rogers, a 15-year Nike veteran, flat out said they had the biggest needle mover in American sports since Michael Jordan, and somehow convinced themselves to slow play it. The hate hit peak levels when Aja Wilson revealed she'd actually known about her Nike deal for 2 years, yet she acted blindsided when Caitlyn's contract dropped. The tweets, the subtweets, the passive-aggressive comments, all while sitting on a signature shoe deal she'd been hiding. That's not neglect, that's manufactured drama. But when you've got a player who transcends the sport, certain corners of the internet just can't handle it.
Your stock price since 2021, it is down nearly 60%. Your executives and the people who are making these decisions, their stock options are worthless. Meanwhile, you have the single biggest needle mover in all of American sports since Michael Jordan, and you have somehow convinced yourself that you need to slow play this. Let me show you Google Trends search traffic for 4 female basketball players. There is one who only rivals Caitlyn Clark, and that is Angel Reese, and you do not have her. She is over at Reebok. I am so confused as to how you would be so invested in the WNBA for several years, and you have been doing great work to try to elevate and uplift that league and many of the athletes there. But this seems like you have convinced yourself that this needs to be an either-or conversation. And we never have an either-or conversation in the men's sports. You have like 10 signature athletes. Half of them don't deserve a signature.
Nike has finally course-corrected, and they're going illin on their biggest asset. That Kubi commercial isn't just marketing. It's a turning point. It's Nike finally realizing they don't just have another WNBA player on their hands. They've got a cultural phenomenon. Caitlyn Clark isn't just filling seats, expanding the entire universe of the sport. Families, kids, men who never touched women's basketball, casuals who became diehard C, brings everyone to the table. And that Kobe connection, it's perfect. She's been lacing up Cobes since college, calling them her magic shoes, her babies. When she channels the Mamba mentality in that ad, it doesn't feel like cosplay, it feels authentic, a recognition of a kindred spirit. Kobe would have loved this, because what he stood for: obsession, killer instinct, lifting teammates while breaking opponents. That's exactly what Caitlyn embodies.